My name is Joe Salamone. I'm the founder and executive director of the Long Island Coalition Against Bullying. The LICAB is a 501c3 on Long Island who's dedicated to emphasizing the importance of bully-free communities on the island. We're really established to answer three questions. The first one is, where do you find kids that are being bullied? The second part of that is, once you find them, how do you help them? And then the last part is, once you've found them, hopefully help them, how do you prevent future instances of bullying from happening again to them or anybody else? So LICAB first started in 2013 based on my experiences being bullied from basically the 6th grade to the 12th grade, varying degrees of severity along the way. But the real catalytic event was when I was in a area hospital back in May of 2013 and watched a special needs individual be openly mocked and harassed by a group of kids. And nobody in the waiting room did anything to deter their behavior, stand up for the family. So I thought that in an area and an environment that can still happen, it means more needed to be done to kind of combat the subject. Some of my responsibilities as executive director of the organization is serving as its chief executive officer, working with the board to create new programs for the community, assessing the ones that we already have, seeing if they are being adequately used, where we can make certain modifications to make them more meaningful and impactful to the community. One of my favorite things to do is I am actually, I spend a lot of time on site in school districts, working face-to-face with kids, with faculty, with support staff, to help school districts along the way deal with bullying. I serve a lot of roles trying to get more funding for the organization, and pretty much, in certain ways, the old cliche, head cook and bottle washer is basically how a good summation of my job. The issue of bullying on Long Island has particularly gotten a bit worse since the pandemic. The pandemic has created by what some national estimates say is a 70% increase in cyberbullying. Long Island is not immune from that statistic whatsoever. We have definitely seen an increase in that, particularly because of the lack of dealing with the emotions that kids were faced with the pandemic, being sent home from school, not being able to see their friends. Now everybody's back on top of each other in school, and that's creating a lot of little microaggressions that can really turn into a larger problem. We still face the statistic of 84% or some 84% of kids would still rather talk to a friend over a parent or a teacher about their problem, which makes addressing it that much more difficult to do because they're not necessarily always going to people who will have the appropriate answer. So some of the programs and resources that the organization offers to the community is, first, one of our favorites is our smile packages. Oftentimes kids who are being bullied have very little to smile about in their life. So a smile package is our way of being able to send a child a care package full of all the things that they love, their hobbies, their special interests, coloring books, games, anything that they take an interest in, so that they basically just get a gift from a stranger to let them know that people care. Beyond that, because that really is only a Band-Aid, beyond that, we also offer subsidies for therapy. We refer a therapist to a family, and then we will also arm them with a financial subsidy in the amount of $500 so that a family can actually afford to put their child through therapy. And then some other personal development programs, tutoring, equestrian therapy, art therapy, karate and martial arts for self-confidence boosting, anything that can help a child work through their issue and come out of it stronger on the other end. One of the questions I typically get often is, would I go back to my years as a child and redo anything, erase my bullying history? And the answer to that is no, because those experiences gave me the opportunity to start this organization, which has given so many other families and kids resources that my family did not have. And if enduring those experiences has given me the opportunity to help others, I wouldn't change anything.
If you would like to learn more about LICAB and their programs, or to get involved yourself, go to licab.org now.